when they watch the replay, they realize, oh god, there was actually a hatchery there at the gold the entire time. So that is one thing that Boxer will have to deal with. He's going to have to get something over there to scout the Gold Expo. He really doesn't know about it, but at the same time, he has to deal with these Mutalisks. It looks like he's trying to get missile turrets up right now, but a lot of SCVs are going to go down before the turrets go up. In fact, it's possible all the SCVs could go down. KyrixZenith doing absolutely insane damage right now, and none of the turrets actually went up. And the Marines finally coming into range, but without Stim Pack, those Marines are god-awful slow. So, oh wow, now the main could lose some SCVs as well, but luckily Boxer already has 3 turrets up there. But the damage has been done. I think that with that attack with the Mutalisk switch, KyrixZenith, oh wow, bringing in another pair of, another squad of Mutalisks, another flock, excuse me, to the main. So he's doing a lot of damage. I think he's now right back in the lead. He's got Mutalisks at the natural. He's got Mutalisks wandering the map, and this is keeping the Terran player very, very much on the defensive foot. And that's not the position a Terran wants to be in, because they're not going to be able to be aggressive. They can't use the Banshees anymore to harass because there's too many mutas, and they really have to cover every single angle of attack from these Mutalisks. Luckily though, there is a Thor right there for Boxer, and so that Thor will provide a bit of comfort. But really, KyrixZenith could actually just fly over and magic box these Thors and take him out very easily. He's got so many Mutalisks, gonna possibly take out the armory, but no, the missile turret gets repaired by 4 SCVs. And so right now, great position for KyrixZenith. Looks like this Banshee is it's got a scouting pattern going on here, and it is going to check the third, and then it's going to make its way over to the gold. So eventually, Boxer is going to find this Gold Expo unless this Banshee gets picked off, and what he sees, he is not going to be happy with whatsoever. And keep in mind, guys, if Boxer loses this game, currently he is down 1 in this series, then he will get knocked out of the G-Star All-Stars tournament. Looks like the Banshee scouts the third Expo. Is it going to be able to make its way over to the gold before KyrixZenith blocks it off or intercepts it? Looks like Boxer will indeed scout the Gold Expo. So now he knows that he is woefully behind. He has to make something happen. He is, wow, 98 under 157 food. Oh, that is so bad for the Terran player. If we go ahead and take a look at his player cam, I'd actually like to see what he's focusing on. It looks like he is going to try to work his backdoor rocks here. Or excuse me, not the backdoor rocks, but rather these rocks right here connecting the 2 bases. And it looks like he was able to keep the Banshee alive, so he will be able to harass possibly with that Banshee later on. But he is so far behind in food right now that it's gonna be hard for him to win this game. And the one strategy he's got is this final push across the center. And this is one thing that Zerg and Protoss players have to be wary of, because when Terran mech balls up and pushes across this center field, it is very difficult to get a flank off, and the mech can be extremely potent. So this is one thing that KyrixZenith has to be wary about. He has to be able to hold it off. It looks like the Banelings are coming in, so the Muta Baneling Roach Ball here. Absolutely devastating combination. Oh wow, that might actually just be too many Mutas, Banelings, and Roaches for Boxer to deal with. But you know what? This is Boxer, so if anybody can pull it off, then Boxer can, but he is facing up against a maxed Zerg army. KyrixZenith is at 200. It looks like the Banelings, oh no, they decide to fall back. Not going to waste the Banelings on these buildings. Roaches are instead going to do the damage they need to do, but a couple of tanks in the back will shell and negate that push. And so right now, Boxer is just buying time. He's just trying to buy time until he feels comfortable with pushing across this center ledge, this center ridge between the 2 bases. But of course, KyrixZenith not going to allow the Terran player to get that comfort level. Gonna push in, gonna be aggressive. No, they're just playing cat and mouse across this ridge right here. But really, this is not the best place to engage for the Zerg player. A lot of Banelings coming in, but the Marines wisely evacuating the area before the Banelings can do damage. And oh, the dropships picking up the Thors, but the Mutalisks attacking the dropships, and it looks like the dropships unloading, then reloading the Thors back up again. So very, very good micro right there from Boxer, but keep in mind that he is at 2 bases versus a 4 base Zerg, about to be 4 base. I would say 3 bases plus the potential to have a 4th. So really, Boxer is still facing a very, very uphill battle. He's got to harass whenever possible. He is going to be bringing in these store ships here, and he possibly could take out this hatchery before reinforcements arrive. Is KyrixZenith going to be able to react in time? One Thor plus a squadron of Marines. I think these Marines with Stim should be able to take out this hatchery very, very easily. And one transfuse right there from KyrixZenith. Two transfuses. He desperately wants to keep that hatchery alive. But nonetheless, the hatchery gets taken out. The dropships trying to evacuate, but now the Mutalisks coming in, and that is going to force these dropships to unload. Oh my goodness, the Marines doing a lot of damage, actually picking off all the Mutalisks because they did not have the Roach and Baneling support. Not all the Roaches could reach up to that high ledge, and that was a brilliant attack by Boxer. Now going out with dropships once again, one to the main, one to the third. He's going to go for this two-pronged Marine attack, and this is exactly what the Terran player needs to do to get back in this game. Here comes the Marines and Marauders going straight after the Hive. No, they're actually going to go after the Queen at the same time. Another Marine Marauder drop, but this one at the main gets cleaned up. And will this one at the natural do any damage? No, it will not. As you guys see, the Roaches and Pit, they're all just skating on the creep right now. That's kind of like the little joke for Zergs. When they get creeped, they're so fast. It's kind of like they're on roller skates. They can just go anywhere so quickly. It looks like this drop will get averted for now. And KyrixZenith still looking quite strong. He's got a Hive Tech down. He does have an advantage in terms of harvesters, 57, 60 over 46. His Hive is down. Does he have Ultilis coming out, or perhaps Greater Spire? Doesn't look like either of those buildings have been produced at this point yet. And at the same time, the gold hatchery is going up. Now, Boxer needs to do something. He needs to attack. It looks like he is going to roll across the center of the field, but really, this is just getting super desperate for the Terran. A lot of Roaches and Banelings. I think Boxer will have to GG out of this game. There's just too much Zerg forces, and it doesn't even matter. KyrixZenith was like, I don't care if I have to engage you on this little narrow pathway. I just have so many forces, I can just shove them down your throat, Boxer. Of course, no offense to the greatest player ever, but I can do it, and I can win this game, and that's exactly what KyrixZenith did. I think now he's just going to go ahead and steamroll the Terran. We should see just continual reinforcements flooding in from the Zerg. Now the building's getting taken out, and you have to remember, once these buildings fall, the barracks, the factory, the starport, the Terran player, it's just too hard-pressed to build up, reinforce their army, and that's pretty much GG when you see a bunch of units inside a Terran base. So I think this is going to be game. Boxer will get knocked out by KyrixZenith here in game number 2. An absolutely incredible game, though. A series of games, actually. Especially the first game. I really like that eye for an eye battle. But this one also quite impressive. Boxer calls the GG, and that does mean that KyrixZenith will advance forward to the semifinals of the G-Star All-Star Tournament. Keep in mind that I believe that it is Foxer versus Tester for one of the semifinals, and the other semifinal now is going to be KyrixZenith versus the winner of the next game I cast. So hopefully you guys stay tuned. I hope you guys enjoyed these broadcasts, and I'm going to go ahead and keep doing them as long as you guys keep enjoying them. So that's going to be it for me. HD gonna sign out, and thanks a lot for tuning in.